Oh, Sunday. Oh, Monday. Oh, Tuesday. Oh, Wednesday.
Hi everybody, how are you? I'm Miranda Hodge and I am the coach behind the Cherish Mum Space Coaching and here sharing my tips and tricks for online business, people and coaches at the Cherish Coaching Co. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful day. Today's video is going to be all about how to create an online class. Now, this is something that I'm quite experienced at, have done at least 15, 20 masterclasses over at the Cherish Mum Space Coaching because I'm a life coach for parents over there. So I'm going to be sharing some tips about what you can do, how you can make your own online class. Okay, it's very, very popular. Lots and lots of people are doing it more and more out of COVID because it's really, really great way to share your expertise with the world and get people to be interested in what you are talking about. Now, let's get into it. Okay. First of all, you're going to want to listen to this whole video because otherwise you're going to miss some really, really great tips. All right. The second thing, let's get started talking about what you need. You need, in order to create an online class, you need some different tools. So I'm just going to share the tools that I use regularly. All right. Some people use different tools, obviously. All right. For me, I really started my business on a budget. So I've used tools that work really, really well for me in that space. And as I say, I've created numerous masterclasses and they've been fantastic. So the tools that I use Calendly, I use Zoom, I use, what else do I use? PayPal. I use sometimes WooCommerce on my website. So I've got WooCommerce set up on my website. I'm just at the moment going over to Squarespace. Okay. I use Instagram. I use Facebook. I use Canva all the time. Okay. They're the sort of things that I use all the time. All right. There could be another one in there, but I can't think of what it is. Okay. So, and the only one of those that costs are Canva, and because I get the pro version, you can do it without that, and Calendly costs every month. Okay. So for me, they're the only things that really are sort of a recurring cost. Now, when you create an online class, what do you want to be doing? First of all, you want to be thinking about how are you going to make that really, really relevant to the people around you. Now, when I started making my online classes, I started doing it on topics that people were literally asking me about. All right. I'm a mum, I'm a teacher. People were going, how do you get kids to do that? How do you make such good friends with kids? How do you manage to control that behavior? How do you manage to get your children to like you, even though that you're running a house where people actually have to do what they're asked to do? They're the sort of things that I was asked about. And so I went, well, why don't I just make an online course about them, online class about them? So my online course is the Emotionally Equipped Child, okay, because I know how to help kids with their emotions and adults, okay? So that was the sort of thing that I tapped into for those ones. The other things I was asked about were things like time in, all this sort of different stuff that's involved in from a parenting perspective, because that's the sort of coach I am. Okay, so find out what people ask you about and then make that. Now, this video and a little bit that I'm going to share at the end, the exciting little thing that might be really useful for you at the end, are both in response to things that people have asked me already. So if people are already asking you, you go, there must be a bit of a niche there. There must be something that I can create. Okay, so that's my advice to you. Don't just create something you want to talk about. Create something that you've asked people about. Do a little bit of research and find out, is this what people actually want to know? Is this what people would pay to know? Is this something that I have expertise in? You don't want to be talking about llamas if you don't know anything about them, right? So just because people want them doesn't mean you have to talk about them. Okay, so something that fits with what you can do and what people want is the ideal thing to create an online class on. Now, this is why I'm doing online business as well as life coaching over there, because people keep asking me about it because I've been doing it for so long. Now, something else that you really, really need to know when you're setting up an online class is what format are you going to be doing it in? Are you doing an exercise class? Does that need to have a video of some description for you? Okay, they need to be watching you do a certain move, or do they need to be watching you, with your facial features or something like that? How are you going to set it up? How are you going to set up set it up using cameras? Are you going to set it up using an iPhone? Okay, I've got an iPhone that I clip into just one of my ring lights with a bendy thing. I did that for ages, created online classes and online videos just using a ring light with a clip. Okay, it did not take long and it was pretty easy. Okay, it worked really, really well. So setting up an online class on a budget is possible. Okay, now what else? Doing all those things is really helpful. Now, setting up an online class, basically what you need is you need to do some research. You need to get that all sorted, understand what your class is going to be about and the little niche space that you're filling. We also need to create the actual meat of the class, so presentation, script, all that sort of stuff. Okay, we then need to work out how we're going to hold that, like what sort of container we're going to hold that in. What is it going to be on? What sort of links do we need? We need purchasable links. Do we need, anything to do with that stuff? Are we going to, how are we going to invite people? How are we going to share about it? Okay, and also that brings me straight into the next bit is marketing. Now, online class marketing is really, really important to have a go at, to get right. Does it happen in 5 minutes? No, it doesn't. Okay, if you hear people say that things happen in 5 minutes, they are the outliers. They are not the everydayers. All right, so if you're someone who thinks you're going to make $1 million off an online class in 5 minutes, you're probably not correct. Okay, but that shouldn't stop us from starting. I'm so glad that I started 3 years ago, or I wouldn't be where I am now, right? So let's keep going with this. So setting up an online class, brainstorm and research, create a script and a presentation. If you want a presentation, you may not. You might just be having the camera on you. Okay, make sure it's visually interesting if it's a video-based online class. All right, so make sure that you've got things okay. Make sure it looks a bit professional. All right, make sure you've got reasonable lighting, all that sort of thing. Yep, setting up links for purchase and marketing that baby right out there. Now, the last thing that I want you guys to consider when it comes to creating an online class is, well, there's two things actually. The first one is making sure that your online class flows and is actually teaching people something. When you're walking away from learning something, you don't want to be walking away like we all did from high school algebra going, oh my goodness, when am I ever going to use that in my life? That was the most boring thing ever. No, you don't want your people to be doing that. You don't want your clients to be walking away going, oh, that was a waste of my time and life and money. Okay, we don't want that. We want people to walk away with actionable things or having had an experience that is really, really transforming. Okay, so for instance, if you're running online fitness classes, your clients need to walk away feeling like they've really been worked out. If you are someone who is doing online coaching sessions like me, online coaching classes, they need to walk away feeling like they've been mentally stretched and challenged, like they've got a bit of meat to chew on, sort of mental thoughts to go away with and start thinking about things. All right, when you are presenting an online class, you're not just there airing your thoughts to the world, you are legitimately helping people with something that they've come to you with. So it's not just, I'm just going to talk because I'm talking and I like hearing my voice. It's I'm going to share really helpful, useful, practical strategies to actually help you today or tomorrow, like literally now. Or I'm going to give you an experience that's going to help you be a better you. That's exactly the sort of thing that we really, really, really want people to do. If you want people to come back to your online class or to send others to it, to refer them, you need to make sure that it's a transformative experience in some way. Okay, so people who come to my masterclasses go, wow, I didn't know that that's how you could deal with your children. Oh, wow, I didn't know that that's how you could, create an online class. Oh, I didn't know, and walk away with some tips, with some really, really ground, earth-based strategies, not just airy-fairy thought strategies, but actual strategies that they can use. That's what you need. Okay, so there you go. That's some stuff about my online classes. Now, there's something that I really want to share with you guys. If you're looking at making an online class and you want to do it in a short space of time, actually create the class. I'm not talking about the selling it and all that other stuff. Create the class in 1 week. My new little mini course called Online Class in a Week is literally just about up and ready for sale. So if you're someone who would like to spend under $20 on something that's really, really going to help you to go from nothing to yes, in your online class situation. If you have never created an online class and you want to, you can come and spend under $20. It's $14.99. It's $15. If you want to come and grab hold of that, check out the link below in the description, because it's 4 videos, all 10 minutes or under, roughly. Okay, there's lots of different resources coming as part of it, different links and different things that I share, that I use, that you'll be able to get all the information that I use to make my online classes. You'll be able to get 2 different templates, so Canva templates that I use, a template and a printable that I use all the time to market with and to set up my presentations. Really valuable. I sell them on Etsy anyway. So they're going to be included in the little online mini course that I've got going on here. So online course in a week. Find out more about it at the link below. Can't wait to hear what you think of it. It's really going to be worth it for your $15. So if you're interested in finding out about it, jump down below. You'll be able to get all my tips expanded from a little bit about what we talked about today, but expanded more in those 4 sessions. All right. So hope you're having a great day. I'll see you soon. Good luck with your online class. If you want to go it alone, that's completely fine. If you want to grab my thing, check below, as I said. Otherwise, I'm Miranda from the Cherish Coaching Co. and the Cherish Mum Space Coaching. Have a great day.